Hey, what's up, everyone? This is your host of the Startup Junkie, AJ, and today we're going to talk about processes and why they're important in your business, as well as making sure that people actually follow them, right? Because ultimately, if you want to scale your business, you got to make sure that you have processes in place when you're small. So check it out. Now, I am going to do this in a very, very short fashion. So I'm going to go really quickly through this today. In fact, let me just reset the timer here. So I'm setting the timer for 15 minutes, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the various areas in business in which, if you truly run a business, these are the areas of business in which processes actually need to be put in place. In fact, these are all the areas of your business. So all I'm going to do is, since I have less than 12 minutes left, I'm just going to post those areas in which, if you truly run a business, then these are the areas of business in which you should have processes for. So, number one, value creation. Number two, marketing. Number three, sales. Number four, value delivery. Number five, finance. And number six, legal. And then I got a very special bonus, number 7 for you, which actually kind of encapsulates all of these areas of your business, okay? And which you need to have processes for. Why? Because it is better to work out the kinks or go to work on your business as opposed to in your business when you are small. What does that mean? Going to work on your business is about putting systems in place. The systems in place that you actually need to encapsulate. I just gave you a hint on what number 7 is. Encapsulate all of these different areas of your business. Okay, so let's just go down the line on what each one of these, the 1 through 6, actually mean. And then we need to tell you why the process, or having processes in place that address each one of these areas, or what they call silos or silos, SILO, or functions of your business, why it's important. And speaking of, it's amazing to me how many business gurus or business consultants never really look at all these different areas. When they're actually speaking to a client and they're actually getting paid for the consult, they're addressing, say, sales, number 3, right? On how to generate more sales. But the thing is, there might be a problem with the marketing, or it might be a problem with the value creation, okay? And there might be a problem delivering the value to a consumer once they've purchased it, so they have decided, the consumer that is, or the client or the customer, that they'll never buy from you again. Then they'll start spreading the word on why they should not buy from you again, telling other people, okay? So let's just go through 1 through 6. Okay, number 1, value creation. What does that mean? In short, value creation is just the innovation. It's what you're presenting, your value, your product or service that you're selling to the customer. However, there needs to be a process by which you create value. Many of you have heard me talk about doing the business model canvas, the BMC, as opposed to a business plan. Now, with the business model canvas, this is a great way to test the feasibility of any product or service that you're going to bring to market. Now, keep in mind, I'm not going to go deep into these. I'm just going to explain a little bit about each one of them and explain and express to you the importance of having a process. So, whenever our company is creating a new product or service for potential clients, we test the feasibility in it by doing what is called a business model canvas. If you don't know what a business model canvas is where you look at your possible partnerships that you need to pull off the product or services, such as vendors, suppliers. You look at your cost structures. In other words, whatever it's going to take in order for you to actually create this product or service, what do you need to pay for on a monthly basis? Okay. What do you need to pay for just straight outright? Okay. You look at cost structures, you look at the activities, you look at the overall value proposition of what it is that you're trying to offer. So that's what it takes when it comes to creating value. Now, marketing, we all know what marketing is, which is number 2. Do you actually have a process in which, say you have a product or service in which you structure your marketing plans? Do you know about the customer journey? Okay. Do you market your business, via various new media as well as traditional media? New media meaning social media marketing, SEM, or traditional media, which is radio, television, billboards, snail mail. Here's the point. Most people get marketing mixed up with advertising. Okay. Marketing is advertising, sales, PR, promotion. It's all those different things that'll actually help you sell your value proposition. In other words, help you sell your product or service. Okay. Number 3, say you've created something. Okay. Which is number 1, your value creation. You've decided that you're going to market it. But number 3 are sales. Do you literally have a sales process by which you know how to actually sell to a customer? Do you actually have that in place? Because if you don't have a process for that in place, then guess what? You can put it in front of them in terms of marketing via social media, all that, whatever the product or service is. And at the end of the day, guess what ends up happening? You say you get a sale. You may not get another sale if your whole sales process is faulty. In other words, delivering that value to them, which we're getting into number 4 via the sale. Once you've got the sale, it's terrible, right? There's no follow-up. There's no, hey, how did you like your service? How do you like your products? There's no customer feedback systems in place. No processes by which you actually handle sales. Okay. And speaking of sales specific, do you have salespeople? Do you know whether or not those salespeople, or if you're selling something online, how will you deliver your product or service? Do you deliver what it is you sell to them via mail? Like say if you order something from Amazon, or do you actually show up to a person's place and perform a service such as carpet cleaning, such as lawn mowing, such as something like that? So I know I know I'm kind of covering this fast because this is a very, very heavy topic, but I needed you all to know that these are the areas in your business, especially all you business consultants out there, that really need to be addressed. Okay. You have to look at business holistically as opposed to isolating, singling out one particular problem, because there might be other issues going on in the business that may cause the business not to work. Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example of that. Once we had a client. Okay, the client was a car dealership, and the car dealership used the same old on their radio advertising, which is their marketing, the same old good, bad, no, slow credit, right? They could actually get people, when people actually walked on the lot, they would actually sell them. The salespeople were really good. They had an entire process on how to sell people on why they should purchase a car from this particular car dealership. But let me tell you what the problem was. If you would actually call, like say once their ads ran on the air, and you would actually call, they would say hello. They wouldn't greet you on the phone with the name of the business. They wouldn't say anything that that would make you know, if you're a consumer, that when you call immediately that this was a car dealership. And because of that, they actually lost a lot of sales, tons and tons of sales. So in our approaching them, we actually had to do a complete restructure of how they actually did business. Okay. It wasn't the fact that they were selling cars and people needed transportation, and you can get transportation with a very small down payment. It wasn't about that. It was about the customer service. Okay. It was about helping the customer along their journey be satisfied before and after the sale. So I say all that to say, whenever you're looking at a business, especially if you are a business consultant, definitely look at it from, holistically. Look at it with a wide angle view, as opposed to just singling and trying to isolate a particular problem. So, because you can offer a solution and your solution could be perfect. However, because they have problems in other areas such as marketing and sales, or actually delivering what it is that they've sold, the value delivery, then you might actually end up having an issue. All right. So number 5, finance. What does that mean? Finance means that you need to have a process by which you pay your bills and you collect the money that you've off of sales that you got. You need to have a process. You need to have a finance department, especially when you're first starting your business. You don't want to just take money, okay? As an individual, every time you get a sale, you just take money, you put in an account. No, you literally need to have a finance department. Those that actually what they call accounts payable, right? Where they pay all of your bills. They make sure that everything, the operation keeps running, because you're paying vendors, you're paying suppliers, you're paying all of your cost structures. In other words, any and everyone that needs to be paid to actually help your business continue to maintain and run. That's exactly what you need to do via accounts payable. Now, accounts receivables, right? How are you collecting your money? Okay. Is it cash in advance? Is it, okay, you pay on 30, 60, or 90? In other words, you're invoicing the client and getting paid later. Or, do you accept credit cards? What type of credit cards do you accept? Do you accept checks? Are there any kind of fees attached to, say, if a check bounces or a charge gets returned? Okay. See, all of these different things that you have to kind of think about in terms of, when you're putting together processes for your finance department. And last is legal. Okay. Does your product or service have any disclaimers? Okay. You're selling your product or service? Does it require contracts? Right. How you going to enforce those contracts? Right. How you going to get paid within the contract? Hell, do you even have contracts? Okay. Because it's so amazing to me how many people actually in business have a business that they're exchanging thousands and thousands of dollars, but they don't have contracts. It's amazing to me. Okay. So you have to think about processes by which will actually protect your business as well as protect your customer and your client. Okay. So that's what you have to look at when it comes to finance. And so finally, all of this needs to be encapsulated, or it needs to be an aggregate of a system. Okay. You need to have a systematic way of making sure that, number one, value creation, marketing, sales, value delivery, finance, and legal all works together within a business. Just imagine the system is the umbrella, okay? And each prong is value creation, marketing, sales, value delivery, finance, and legal, okay? If you truly want to grow a business to scale, these are the things that you need to address before you get big, okay? Don't blow up and have no processes in place, and then all of a sudden it's a disaster because you do not know how to address the clients, and you do not know how to create value or have a process for creating value, or say a new product or service within your business. So I am out of time. I just wanted to drop that gem on you today. And also, I want you to understand that I appreciate everyone that's checking out the show. Thank you very much. Miss Simpson, I appreciate you checking out the show. If you're checking out this show live, because we multi-stream on Facebook or YouTube, do know that we're coming to Periscope soon, which is Twitter. Also, you can check the Startup Junkie, or check out the Startup Junkie show on your favorite podcasting networks such as iTunes, Spotify, iHeart Media, as well as TuneIn and a whole bunch of other little podcasting networks. So all you have to do is search the Startup Junkie live show. We're uploading content daily. I just needed to share this with you because there are so many business consultants I deal with on a daily basis, and a lot of these guys only specialize in one area, right? You can give the solution to a problem in one area, say generating sales, all right? Generating sales, generating leads, okay? Number 3, sales. But guess what? If the business has no way of actually handling calls that come in, they have no customer follow-up, they have nothing that addresses the customer journey, then the business consultant oftentimes looks like they're not doing their job because the business is not executing. So if you are a business owner, a startup, please consider the things that I shared with you today. And if this message resonates with anyone that you feel like, well, if this message resonates with you and you feel like this message can actually benefit someone, share it in your Facebook private groups. Share this message with your friends. Share this message with business owners, because the Startup Junkie is all about delivering value to you, helping you grow and scale your business. One business at a time, one show at a time, one video at a time. I'm your host, AJ of the Startup Junkie. And until next time, everyone, tomorrow, y'all take care.